thought I pressed the button. Like, I think it was first. There's other people who killed day before me.
Oh, we're dead. We are dead. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Run away. Run very quickly. What on earth just happened there? Oh.
Itself. It's like a B-Tech Post Malone. Post Malone ain't got shit on me. Going at a good price. How the fuck did I keep missing bits of her? I see people taking clips here, and I can't find the clips. I looked for the clips and I couldn't fucking see them. Do they only appear for me after the stream's finished? Go! Is that dead? Yes. Can I not fucking change my zoom? Oh. Is that... Should I... What? Should I have expected? How the fuck did I keep missing bits of her? I see people taking clips here, and I can't find the clips. I looked for the clips and I couldn't fucking see them. Do they only appear for me after the stream's finished?
Oh, we're dead. We are dead. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. go this way. Run away. Run very quickly. What on earth just happened there? Oh.
Go. Is that dead? He's dying. Yes. Can I not fucking change my zoom? That's not what. Oh. Is that? Should I? What? Should I have expected? I have a lot of friends that play Warzone as well. I have a lot of friends that play different games. But I can't be worst with team games. It's not only have to look after yourself, you have to look after them too. Ooh. I've no words.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom.
I thought I pressed the button. Like, I think it's first.
There's
There's other people killed dead before me. Itself. It's like a B-Tech Post Malone. Post Malone ain't got shit on me. Going at a good price.
Hello! Look at this. I see what happens when you try to rush things and you don't have enough light on everything sorted out. See? Does that go? There we go. Sorting out lights is great fun. Professional streamer, folks. Professional streamer. Right. Can't see me now. Still not bright enough. Still not bright enough. Or maybe that's too dark. Maybe that's what it. Maybe that. That's a bit better, isn't it? It's a bit better. Oh, jeez. Right. Okay. Eventually here, it's one of them things. You get a nice sunny day. I mean, you've got a family, you've got kids, you got a house, and you got a nice garden. What do you have to do? You have to cut the grass. And unfortunately, that means things get pushed back. You're in a rush. You know that your child is something that you have to do with them at 3, but just switch it on and just move on. But I'm here. Eventually, even though now that's very dark. Let's see if I can sort something out with that. Yeah, fuck it. It'll have to do. Well, here we are. I'm sweating, trying to get this ready in time. Because I give it a couple of hours, I'm going to do some game development, but also because I've been rushing, the code that I was going to look to use for my game development has not been updated yet. So we're waiting on that. So we'll wait on that for the time being. Let's see if we have a time time frame of when it's going to be done. There is a sync issue. Oh, there's good. That's nice. Okay, I'm alright. That's not syncing. I'm alright with that. But it doesn't give me any time frame of how long this will be. Updating files. But no sense of how long it'll take to update. That's good. That's the way I like to have it, as screwed up as possible. So I could do this here stream and have absolutely nothing to do. Just twiddle my thumbs. I could turn on the Prince Philip funeral. That'd bring everybody into the stream. Well, I shouldn't just do this to myself. I shouldn't rush around to please me, really. That's the only reason I'm here. Please myself in a fully wholesome way, not in any weird way that you're thinking about. Just banish that from your mind. Yeah, so let's see. Now that I've got this time, that I'm waiting on things, we're basically. I should have just put it off for until this was all ready. I don't know how big's that. Let's see how big it is. Like, now it shouldn't take. My internet will upload things very quickly. I mean, it's 168 meg. Come on. Surely I put it somewhere else. Let's see. Oh. Got the folder. Got the secondary folder. It still says we're loading stuff. Let's see. Where is everything? Oh, no, I don't. That's not what I want at the minute. I want to see where we are with the update. Okay. Oh, is this all uploaded? Still says syncing on this one, but this says it's fine. Let's see how fine it is. We shall open in this version. And okay. So today I will be looking to do some game development on a sport here in Ireland that has had 2 games released previously in 2005 and 2007, and it's called Gaelic Football. And I've been working for a long time on trying to get a game out the door in this, and we're doing stuff on a proper full scale level. But I thought it would be fun if I tried to come on here and work through like an arcade version, something that I can do myself, and very roughly, not going all in with, you know, getting all the structures right. Just get something that looks good and plays alright, that might be fun to do while on stream and then fun to play afterwards. Whether it's coded in the best way is not my priority here. It's literally just getting something up and running for people to play. So I'm looking to do streams on a Saturday, and it'll most likely Project you're opening contains compilation errors. Is it because I haven't downloaded all the compiled shit? Don't tell me that it's fully synced and then not be fully synced. Okay. So yeah, so I'll be working on a Gaelic football game, and I'll be doing things on a Saturday. Now, the Saturday streams mightn't always be game development, but I'll be working on things in between, and we'll come back and look at things. Like, for instance, next week, I'm going to possibly do an unboxing of a new Marvel board game that I got, called Marvel Unlimited, I think. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that and show off people the cool figurines. There's dozens of figures in it. I don't have a clue how to play it yet. Don't have a clue when I'll play it. Because with the pandemic, it's a bit difficult to get things in place for a board game night, especially when it's probably too old for my kids. They're 8 and 5. And I'm not sure the wife would have any interest in playing it, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited to get it unboxed and get looking at that there and see what it's like. It's one of the things that so the figures come in hero and villains, and it might be possible that's something along the lines of like model painting. For each of them to make them look, because they come blue and red, and that's it. You can paint them then if you want, or you can just keep it blue and red just to make sure you know who the villains and the heroes are. So that's possibility what's happening next week. But at the minute, currently doing nothing because this still isn't synced. This is why you prepare things beforehand. This is also why you don't find many streamers who have made it massively successful when they have a 9-to-5 job and a family. Don't have any time. What are you supposed to do? You're just bouncing off one thing to the next. So it's very difficult. Very difficult to find the time to do these things. Like today, when I look outside and see a lovely, fresh, sunny day, my instinct isn't, oh, that's lovely, I'll go and relax in that sunshine. No, it's, I have to cut the grass. Because that's what you do when you're an adult. And it pains me to say, I'm not a massive fan of adulting. It's never been a massive fan of me either. So yeah, I'm here waiting for this to sync. For whatever reason, it's taking its ages. 168 meg. To me, my internet is 500 meg down and 90 up. This should be done in no time. Absolutely no time. But you can only work with what you get. Right, where are we? So it is done. Sets. What's we got left? Let's go have a look to see how much it has to sync. Right. Library. No, I'm not looking at that. Specifically the library folder, which it is currently syncing, is, oh come on, you shit. No, because it's syncing, it's not letting me fucking see the size of it. Can I see the size of it in this side? Okay, it's currently at 50 meg. It's taking its time. There must be a quicker way for me to do this. I thought, put your trust in OneDrive to transfer from this computer to that computer. 168 meg should be no time. Let me see if I can do this an even quicker way. I shall go in here. Right. I'm fairly sure. Right, that's in there. Okay. Don't mind me. Alright. If I make this, if I share this, share, yes, share with myself, share. Do you want to turn on network discovery for public? No, make the network that I'm going to a private network. Yes, I am on a private network. Right, so that is shared. Let's see if I can go get it. Go in here. Where's my network? Don't even need to go type shit in. Find my network. Go in here. Go in here. Select all that. Copy. Go into there. And okay, I don't have a folder there. There must be a folder here. There we go. And Unity. Paste. No! Cancel. Fuck. Don't want that. Don't let me near anything when I'm in a rush because I just fuck it all up. Now I paste. Okay. Right, 9,907 items. 15%. Yes, anytime today. Right, while I'm waiting for that, we'll go into BRB. All right, and we'll go in here a wee second.
Go. Is that dead? Yes. Can I not fucking change my zoom? That's not what. Oh. Is that? Should I? What? Should I have expected?
Well, we're dead. We are dead. Let's go this way.
Right, back. We're still at 27% complete. So take your time. It's all right. We've got all day. Got all day here. Don't. But sure, at least I know what fucking status it's at. Here, this one's just constantly thinking. Sync pending? Well, hang on, why sync pending? OneDrive is up to date. Is it fuck? Why? Well, I don't care. Downloading more fucking regulated way. Yeah. So we were doing some game development. I started a bit on this here, this GAELIC football game. It's It's just literally a capsule that runs around, can pick up a ball and kick a ball, or still to work out whether it's a kick or a hand pass. So that's based off. Well, I'll tell you when I get into the code because I can't 100% remember. It's been a while since I looked at it. 2 seconds. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm going to be changing it so that at the minute it goes on the power bar and the direction that you're facing, but I want it to go and find a person that's in that direction. And so instead of going a straight line in the direction that you're aiming, it'll go in a sort of bubble and go, is there someone in that sort of area? And kick it towards that direction. Our hand pass. And the way I'll be doing that will be with another collider that will go and spread out as the power gets greater, and hopefully pick out someone in there. But we're at 46% complete. Sitting there, really doing much. So, this is my Saturday. I'll be doing this until, well, it's now 2:30 and I still haven't got into any game dev. Plan to go to 4. Could go to 4:30. I'll have to get up at 3 to sort out some music lessons for the child. But that'll do 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Then I'll be quitting at about 4:30 at the latest because the Australian Football League, AFL, the Australian rules, their ladies have their grand final today. I think it's finished, but there's delayed coverage here in Ireland that want to watch. It's good. Oh, what's this? This longer can no be fat. Not skip. This is no longer event. It's because it's not off. Yes. That's fucking pros. This is a pain in the bum. Pain in the bum bum. At this rate, if I don't get anything, I'm going to jump on Rocket League. If it doesn't hurry up, I'm going to jump on Rocket League. Okay, it's started again. So yeah, the Australian Rules Women's Grand Final is today. The coverage here starts at 5:15. So I want to get stuff ready for that. So at the latest, I'll finish up here at about 4:30. So hopefully get the guts of 2 hours of development done here. But in my experience, especially when you're distracted, talk to people like you, 2 hours is nothing and you get nothing done. So set a priority for what you're looking to do, and today that priority is to get a colliding sphere to move with the power that a ball will be kicked, and to grow based on accuracy, and make the ball kick into that direction. That's the aim of it today. But once I get into the code, I'll have a better. I'll be able to explain it better. So while we're waiting, is there anything I can do? Is there anything that we can do while we wait? I don't think if there's any code we could look at. Oh, I can get rid of the alert. Get rid of that. Yeah, so I could maybe show the code for that wee alert box. Let's see. Open Sesame. Why is it open there? That's not good. That's not what I wanted. Why did it open there? I'm trying to run this on 2 different desktops. So you can have multiple desktops on Windows where you've got one that'll show whatever you want. So I'm showing, I thought you could have different desktops and different things on them. Probably can, but I haven't looked into it that deeply. But I'm trying to run this desktop as the development side. So I tried to run Notepad++, which is open on another desktop, and it opened that Notepad++. I mean, who wants to do that? It's, come on, have a bit of common sense here, Windows. I'm trying to open one on a different desktop, so I want a different one open. But maybe Notepad++. Well, it doesn't like being opened twice. Can I middle click it? No, doesn't do anything. How do I open it on this desktop? Do I have to go and close it on the other desktop? Bear with me. Always a mess. That's the name of my game. Messy McMasterson. Okay, so we've got desktop 1. Close Notepad. Open desktop 2. Open Notepad. No, not that Notepad. Wrong Notepad. That Notepad. Yes, that is open. So, let me see if there's anything in here that shouldn't be showing off. Right, so in here, right, let's go to this view and add, or maybe we'll go to this view. We go to this. We go to I'll go into this. Copy paste. No. No. Oh, we might have bad art here. Let's see. Back to the pub. Back to the pub for the minute. Alright, that one doesn't work. Remove from this. Remove. And where did I put it? Unity. Arcade GAELIC. There we go. Select folder. Now I want to upgrade that to, and we want to launch it. Confirm. It's going to do a wee upgrade here. Here's the thing. Never even thought of it. Can I do display cancer? Cancer? Way better. Capture. Do I want to do display capture? Because I need to have Unity and the code open. Let me see. Can I do right? Do window capture. Well, let's load it up first. Let's load it up first. See what happens. Because I'm just wondering, can I click on the code and then on Unity, and it'll just flip to whatever is active? Again, probably should have looked at this here. Right. Okay. Right, let's go into no, not there. Go into here. Hide that. We'll go in to window capture. No, window capture. Oh no, it is window capture. Unity. Okay. And we shall set. Do we capture cursor? Yes. Capture method. Windows priority. Not title, otherwise find window of same type. Okay. Okay, right, move that down. There. There we go. There's our nice wee Unity setup. Okay, so now I need to add R. Player controller. Open player controller. This will open Visual Studio, and then we'll try to work it out. Not on that screen, mate. I'm gonna have to flip the order of these. Or am I gonna have to do display capture? Let's see, it's my first week back. My first week back. These things take a bit of time to get used to again. So everything's going to be a bit scuffed, a bit messed up, a bit shite until I've got the whole process. Now this is a new process for me. I haven't done the game development before, on Twitch. So knowing what to do and where we're going is one thing that I need to make sure is right for the next time. Opening file, take your time there, VS. Oh, think about anything. Well, I don't. I have to get my controller out. Damn it! Can't do anything without a controller. And you'll try to love again. Controller plugged in. Ooh. Right, once this code loads up, can I play this? Where we're waiting. Maximize on play. Play. There we go. So this is what we've got. We've got a wee. Now this is all physics based. It's just literally impulses and force impulses that's been added to this capsule. Moving about, and it works out so far. And we can go over. I can pick up the ball, and I can kick the ball. Oh, that's something that I need to do. Well, lost the ball now because I haven't got the camera tracking. But yeah, so that's the way that works. Code open yet? Hey, we got code. So let's see, is there a way to do two window captures and switch between them when they're active. Multi-adapter compatibility. What's that mean? I don't know. So if I go to that, no, it doesn't switch. If I turn both them off and do a display capture, Unity code. Yeah. Why is that marked as display 1? So you. Okay. Right. Move that down. There we go. Go to the code. Yes. Okay. Right. Let's just do a thing here. Shut it. Just chop off the bottom of that there. There we go. That'll do. Right. Here we are. So, as I was saying, we've got this working where we can move this wee player about. There we go. Yeah, I saw. Enjoying life. And you can go and pick up the ball. Right, I'm going to have to. One of the things I'm going to have to do here first is. So we'll kick that away. But you see, if he runs into the ball. In some circumstances, there you go. Yeah. Doesn't pick it up, he just bounces off it. So I believe that's just physics related. So what I'm going to do is, there we go. That's all nice there, isn't it? A bigger one. There you go. Whee. Yeah. So that's nice. That's working the way I want it. Ish. Right, so the first thing I want to do is make them restrict his movement in the y-axis. Because he doesn't really, the only thing that he needs to be off the ground for is if he's jumping to catch the ball. So to do that, I'm going to restrict his movement in the x-axis. Where are we? Rigid body. Freeze position in the y-axis. That's the one that I meant. So if we go back to play, picks it up. Goes run after it. Let's see if I can replicate the. Nope, I can't replicate it, which is a good thing. So fist pass and then I outran the fucking pass. That's good. Might have to dampen that down a wee bit. Let's put a wee alert up here just to let people know what we're at. Help me build a football game. There we go. Oh, see, that's the problem with display capture. Turn notifications off. Don't show. No, don't show. Well. I thought I had notifications turned off. But sure, nothing I can do about that. At the minute, I'll need to look into that for the next time. Just let me know that Man United are about to play. We can't be playing Burnley. Just playing Thursday night there. Surely we have some time off. Let me see. Yeah, no, we don't play it today. Tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock, play with Burnley. Stop with your nonsense. Your notifications there telling me United are playing Burnley. Right. So there we go. That there was a bit of. Oh, no, that's away. We have to stop. Could put a reset thing in there, but there's no need. So there we go. It's gonna have to be, well, see, once it's hit hard enough, still hit run it. Why is it okay? Anyway, the first problem that I was looking to address has been addressed. He no longer bounces up in the air when he hits the collision with the ball. Ball should not do that to a human person. So the next thing is, so as you can see with this here, pick up the ball and we can just hit that, and the way it does it is it hits it in the direction that you're aiming. So obviously if the stick isn't being pushed, you just hit it in the direction that you're facing. But if the stick is being pushed, it'll aim in the direction that you are aiming. Not facing, but aiming. That's something actually. So actually what I want to do is when I thought I had this working in front of us. When we're holding in the button for the pass, I want the player to continue in the direction that they were originally going when the button was pressed. So let's have a look at the code. I haven't looked at this code in a while, so I'm not sure if it's in the player controller code, it's in the power bar code, but let's see. Right. Calculate move. This is right. I'll take you through the code. This is all the different variables that we have on the player character at the minute. Well, actually, we'll go down into the weeds here. So the player has a number of triggers. It has a pickup ball trigger. So this works that if the ball, which is this, that there, if that touches this, then you pick up the ball. Hold ball trigger probably isn't the trigger per se, or is it? Yeah, probably isn't the trigger per se. But it's where the ball will get held by the player once it's been picked up. And the catch ball trigger, haven't implemented anything around this yet, but basically if the ball, just like the pickup ball trigger, if the ball, go away Amazon. If the ball touches at either of these triggers, it'll go into catch ball, hold ball mode. And then locations is basically power bar location. So that's where the bar underneath the player is displayed. Now again, these aren't the best ways to do these things. These are just sort of thrown together to do it as quick as possible just to show what we can do. So the power bar is underneath the player. And we can probably close it out a bit. I've put this on the smaller screen. Maybe should I put them on the bigger screen? Yes, that's what I will do. So we'll click that. Shift screens. Which also means the alert will show on this screen. Go in here, properties, change the display. Okay. This is better. Take that up there. No, take that back down. There we go. And let's see. Nope. 2 seconds.
Itself. It's like a B-Tech Post Malone. Post Malone ain't got shit on me. Going at a good price. How the fuck did I keep missing bits of her? I see people taking clips here, and I can't find the clips. I looked for the clips and I couldn't fucking see them. Did they only appear for me after the stream's finished?
Oh, we're dead. We are dead. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Run away. Run very quickly. What on earth just happened there? Oh.
I have a lot of friends that play Warzone as well. I have a lot of friends that play different games. But I can't be worst with team games. It's not only have to look after yourself, you have to look after them too. Oh. I've no words.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom.
I thought I pressed the button. Like, I think it's
Always have a
first.
go at these bastards while
There's
you're
other
waiting.
people killed dead before me.
Short words or
Try grenade launcher.
Go! Is that dead? Is that? Yes. Can I not fucking change my zoom? That's not what I'm doing. Oh! Is that... Should I... What? Should I have expected itself? It's like a B-Tech Post Malone. Post Malone ain't got shit on me. Going at a good price. I have a lot of friends that play Warzone as well. I have a lot of friends that play different games. But I can't be worst with team games. It's not only have to look after yourself, you have to look after them too. Oh. I've no words.
welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom.
I thought I pressed the button. Like, I think it's
Always have a
first.
go at these bastards while
There's
you're
other
waiting.
people killed dead before me.
Short words or
Try grenade launcher.
dead. I'm really sorry. Yes. Can I not fucking change my zoom? That's not what I'm doing. Oh. Is that... Did I... Should I... What? Should I have expected? How the fuck did I keep missing bits of her? I see people taking clips here, and I can't find the clips. I looked for the clips and I couldn't fucking see them. Did they only appear for me after the stream's finished?
Oh, we're dead. We are dead. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Run away. Run very quickly. What on earth just happened there? Ah.
Hello. I'm back. Sorry. Family stuff. Get in the way on a Saturday afternoon. But sure. Right, let me see, where are we? Is there... Right, I need to get everything into place while we're here. Get that open. That open. That open. Right. Okay, so let's go back. Here we are. So where was I? I was talking about the different things on the player character. So power bar location. That's where the power bar, once you're trying to kick the ball or do whatever you're doing with the ball, it'll appear underneath the character. And cursor location is this cursor. So you can see it's sitting above the player. Now, again, not the best way to do things here because it changes as you move. So if we check off, maximize on play, I'll just play this, move back and forward. So you can see where it is there, sitting nicely above the player. Go further away, it doesn't change size, doesn't change position, but it looks like it gets closer. And come closer, and it's smaller and further away. Like it looks like that. It's just because it doesn't change size. And it's the same with the power bar. So when I'm far away, which I am here, it looks much bigger and closer to the player. When you're down closer to the camera, it looks smaller and further away. Again, not the best way to do things, but it works alright. Works all right for the time being. So what did I say that I wanted to do before I left? Oh yes, so the player needs to travel in the same direction while the power bar is active. Okay, so whereabouts do we set that? Wait, that's open. Okay, so in here, that's the game objects that hold them 3 triggers. This is a player state, and you can see this is the states that we have with and without the ball at the minute. So without ball normal is just nothing happened. Oh, look at that. Can't even delete that. Not with pout, with a pout. Ball sprint. So that's normal. So you're just moving normally. Sprinting. Was where you hit a high fist pass. Why do I not have a low fist pass? You know what? I'll add it in for the. No, it's without ball. High fist pass. Why is that even in there for without ball? Remove. You need to have the ball to fist pass it. Pressure. So putting pressure on the player with the ball. Tackle the ball. Player with the ball. Shoulder. Stick your shoulder in the player with the ball. Block. So do a diving block. And jockey is just sort of keep a distance away from the player and sort of block his path. With the ball, it's just normal. So you've just got the ball, you're holding it. With ball sprint is when you're running with it. Shoot for a point is to kick it over the bar. And if you don't know Gaelic football, we'll get to these terms at some stage. Shoot goal is to kick the ball under the bar into the net. Kick pass is to long kick. Low kick pass is to do one along the ground. High kick pass is a big loopy kick. Fist pass. I don't know why have I got that. So I feel the need to have. A high fist pass as well. One that loops over someone. So I'm going to put that in. Dummy is to pretend to kick and then take it back into your hands. Spin is to do a spin, and juke is the juke. If you know anything about American football, I think that term comes from there, but it's basically a sidestep out of the way. Yeah, so okay, so these transforms work for the power bar and the cursor locations. These are the power bar slider that will get used for the power bar and the image that gets used for the cursor. So again, if we go back to here and we go into player, into the player controller, you can see all these things. Power bar location, it's set to that. Cursor location, I'll just lock that there for a minute. Cursor location is set to that. The power bar slider, you can see here it's in the canvas, and it's not displayed at the minute. That'll be displayed whenever it's active. But that's the power bar slider, and you can filter with the different details in there. And the cursor, again, is on the canvas and will never be, well, it will be deactivated if depending on what player has the ball, that player controller will have an active cursor. So I'm also doing this here, going through this to remind me of this, because as I said, it's been months since I looked at this code. So remind me of what I was doing. And I might think, oh fuck, what am I doing there? Okay. So you've also got, so they're the serialized fields. They're the ones that can be set in the Unity editor. These are the fields that are not, that are used within. So they're private fields, but they're used within this class, and we will use them. So this is player power bar, which is just defined as player power bar. Rich body, player attributes, fast force. So this is where I was thinking. So what we're trying to do at the minute is to get the player to continue moving in the same direction, possibly at a slower speed, or decelerating the speed, in the same direction when the power bar is active. So if the power bar is active, you can't just move all different directions, but you can aim in different directions, so you can keep going in one direction and pass that way. Power bar screen position and cursor screen position is just trying to work out where they are on screen. Float speed is the speed that the player is going at. The ball is just a reference to the ball. Last gamepad, I think this is also to do with trying to get the player going in the right direction while the power bar is held. Left thumbstick values, which will take into account what you're doing with the thumbstick. Team has ball, isn't being used at the moment, but it will be just a flag. So we've set it, you can see down here, we've set it to true, but this will pull from the player team's value. Vector 3, pass from position, pass force. I assume we use these on down when we're trying to work out where the ball's going and how the ball should behave, depending on the player attributes. And player controls. Again, we'll work it out. Work out what they're doing because I'm not 100% sure. Oh, the end player controls are literally how the gamepad will affect the player. So we'll look at the controls. On move. When move is performed, run this move. Run this move method, which literally just reads the thumbstick values and normalizes them. Shouldn't have to normalize them. Oh well, it's normalized in case it's less than, so it's just getting a direction. It's normalized in case it's less than 1, so you can sort of just tilt. But we're not worrying about just tilting. We're just getting the full direction. Okay, so there's also, I should maybe show these controls as well. Where are they? Is a good question. I can't remember. Project settings, preferences. And nope. Project settings. Input system package, input manager. User input. Input manager not be used. Okay. Where can I do it again? Can't remember. Component, no. Window. So not Windows. General rendering. General. Test runner. You take a. This is the thing. Once you go away from something for a couple of months and don't look at it, you forget fucking everything. Okay. I'm gonna have to bring this up. What was it again? Unity player controls. Unity player controls. Unity Learn. So again, we need to search properly, not in Bing. You need player controls. No, not player controller. Oh, where I can find out possibly. Let me see. Player controls. And all references. Search my new results. Good. Just the way I wanted it. Go to definition. No. No, refuse to. Why would I do that? I do actually need to remember where this is. Because I only implemented it at the last minute. So they've moved from the legacy controls to this player controls. You're not showing me anything. Right. Back into preferences. No, doing the wrong thing again. Product settings. That's the Unity input. MPA. The input system. Oh fuck. Input system package. Is it on here? Oh dear, right. Lock that. Event there. No. It's not on here. Is it in the game manager? No. Main system. That's it, isn't it? No. Input system, yeah, input manager. No, that's not it. Anybody know where the player controls are? When we do these things, we should remember where they are. So what we need to do, we need to look for this fist pass pressure because that's set in player controls. Is there a way I can just search for it? Like that. In here. Not console, certainly not console. This pass pressure, no, not fucking anything. Right. Input actions. This is player controls. Okay. Right, open this. There we go. There it be. Right. Maximize that just for the well. That's not bad. Right, so these are the controls that I've got at the minute. So move is controlled with the left stick on the gamepad. Fairly simple. You just go pull that information. Fist pass pressure. I've got it for button south, which on an Xbox controller is the A button. Shoot second pressure is button west, which is the X button on an Xbox controller. Manual pass catch is button north, which is the Y button. Kick pass shoulder is east, which is the B. And sprint is the right shoulder button. There you go. So that's all them. Thankfully found it. And it comes, this is the generated file that this points to, but for some reason can't go to. Now, I don't think at the minute that I need to know anything about this. This just defines everything that UI interface dealt with. So we'll go back to Unity. Or do I? No, we'll go back to the code. Go back to the code and you can see, okay, so that's defined in there. So when that move is called, it runs move and then you pull the information out of it. When it's cancelled, I'm setting, so whenever thumbstick is back to 0, I'm putting the values back to 0. Just in case. I think there's some dead zone stuff that you can build into that there, but just in case that this doesn't set it back to 0 when it's performed. When it's cancelled, send it back to 0. So, this is the fist pass pressure, so we've defined that as the A button. Whenever it's performed, if this player has the ball, so you can see here, player controller has ball, and then start fist pass. So that's what we're doing. Whenever that button is cancelled, so whenever you let go of the button, if you have the ball, it's saying player's power bar, stop power bar. Defaults. I'll work out what I was meaning by that there. If you're stopping power bar, let's see. Peak definition. No, can't even do that. Why? Okay, player power bar. It's here, so we'll just open it up and we'll have a look. And so we're going to stop power bar, which is here. Well, we'll look at that in a minute. So it's doing a bit of things. But at the minute, we're just looking at this. So start fist pass. Ah, come on, Mo. There we go. So what it's doing is, once you start fist pass, it's calling the power bar, and it's calling this function start power bar, and it's passing in the fist pass accuracy of the player. So you'll see here, in player attributes, we've got these number of attributes, which I'll show in action. We'll not maximize. Simply so we can filter with the controls. Oh, right. So you can see this is speed and acceleration, top speed. If we move that down to 1, it shouldn't be that slow. Oh no, because I've taken the. So there's 1. There's the speed at 1. There's a speed at 20. So that, you can see the difference. So 1 to 20 will be a range between that. I'm not sure I've got acceleration put in there, but fist pass accuracy is one of these that can be set at this level. So if I go in here, and so is fist pass speed as well. So if I do full speed, look how far that goes, right? If I do least speed, it goes down there. I don't think in the game anybody's going to have 1 for speed, fist pass speed, but we'll deal with that. If it's at 8, yeah, I'm going to have to look at the lower speeds. That's not right, really. If only tap it from there. That's the least you can hit it. No, he turned while I was doing this. Right, so if I go to here, I mean, there's not a huge amount of difference there, but we'll work on that later. We're not working about that there for the second, for the time being. Putting that up to full, and you can see there's the least amount. Go back to here, and there's the full amount. So that's how the attributes link into the game. So we'll go back to the code. And we go, okay, we're starting the power bar, we're passing in the fist pass accuracy. So we've got the fist pass accuracy at 20, which is the max. And so we'll go in here, And we'll go to start power bar. So if is active or cancelling. So let's look at the power bar. There's a player controller. There's speed. Oh, hang on. Okay, so it turns out Saturdays mightn't be the best day to do streams. For me, anyway. Oh, we'll look at it. We'll maybe do different type of stream on Saturday where it's not as easy to be interrupted so much. But too much things to be going on with. Where am I? So yes, start power bar. So in start power bar, we look at active and cancelling. So when this starts, is active set to false, and it grabs the player controller, which is what calls it, or what this power bar is part of. And on every update, it checks the active flag, it checks the power bar slider value, and if it's less than the max value, then we add on slide speed, which is set somewhere. Where's it set? Oh, there. That's set in the start power bar. So slide speed is if it's active, is added on each time the frame updates. If it's not active, or if it is active and it is greater than or equal to the max value of the power bar, then it just stops the power bar. So stopping the power bar will mean that it then kicks the ball away. So in start power bar, we're passing the accuracy, which is 1 to 20. Then we check if it is active or cancelling. If it is, then don't start. If it's not, then continue on and set the power bar to true, active to true, which means that it'll display it on screen. And set the value of the power bar to 0. Then set the slide speed. Now this is a bit that we need to work out. So the speed bounds and the X value of that. So we can see here. Speed bounds set from 0.5 to 1.2. Or the fifth speed bounce, sorry. This will be the fifth speed bounce, won't it? No, this is the speed bounce. This shouldn't be the speed bounce. It should be the fifth speed bounce. Oh, it's part of the power bar. Sorry, it's not part of. So there, speed bounce is 20 to 30. So that's the lowest to the top. So if we go back in here. We set the fifth. Right, we go pick it up. See, the lowest, when I press it, that's the lowest it'll ever go. And so if I put that down to 10, goes shorter, does it? Oh no, that's the speed that it's going at. So if I put, sorry, that'll be due with the accuracy. So the accuracy, right? Go back. So that's the set between 20 and 30. And based on the accuracy that the player is, the less accurate, the quicker the power bar goes up. It's basically the way we're doing it. So you get the lowest end, which is 20, and you get the top end minus the lowest end. Add that on to the, or no, follow the brackets, baud mass. So work that out. So we've got the top end, which is 30, minus the bottom end, which is 20. So we've got 10 multiplied by the accuracy divided by 20. So if we've got 20 in here, this is just going to be 1 minus 1 is 0 multiplied by 0. Let's see. Okay, let's work this out. So, got the accuracy here. Look how fast the power bar goes up. Right? If we put the accuracy all the way to the bottom, the accuracy is, or the power bar is slower. Is it? Or faster? Yeah. So the power bar is much faster at the bottom end of the screens. So that will also then impact how accurate the pass is, but it just means it gives you more input over the accuracy. So it's a faster thing. So if you want to do a shorter pass, you need to be more accurate yourself, quicker on the draw. So yeah, if the accuracy is 20, it just takes the bottom speed and sets that as the slide speed. So the slower it goes, the more accurate you can make it. And then makes this active. So that's fine. So when that is, so this is the thing that we need to do here. We need to go in the update. Where's the update? Calculate move and calculate move. Depending on what, so there's nothing in here. So this is, I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty of this, where I explain how I've worked out the forces that need to be applied and blah 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 blah. I'll run over it quickly. So aim direction. This is basically getting where are you aiming. Aim direction for line this is basically so that I can draw the direction that I'm aiming in the scene. So if I'm trying to find myself in the scene, see down here, there you can see that red line. That's me. That's just basically me drawn from that code. Yeah. So there you go. That's that. Aim ball angle. Right. Let's move back out to what I was trying to do here. So this is the transfer position. So this is the position of. Oh, so this is saying how we direct the ball angle upwards. I think we should maybe have something about the power in there. I don't know. But okay, so this is getting transform positions. This is where the player is. And this is getting the player plus the aim direction. So the aim direction is, +1 magnitude in the direction that the player is aiming. And it's getting the angle between that and the direction of the ball. Oh, right. So I remembered what this is doing now. So this is basically going, right, get me the angle difference between. Let's bring this up. Let's go high school here. Right, we've got paint. If this is the ball and go red. No, get a different one. Okay, and that's the ball in red. This is the player in black or in orange. Move on. And then we'll put this as green. This is the aim direction. So that's getting the aim direction. So we'll put these green. No, you're going green. Black. Black. If I make that bigger. Is that the only sizes that you're able to do? Right, so that's the end of the aim direction, and that's the end of the ball. So what we're doing is we're getting that. Oh, we're getting this angle. Technically, this angle. There's this one. Oh, no, black. Go back to green. Technically, yeah, that's it there. So, in essence, get blue and go. We're getting this angle. Call that theta, using their mathematical terms. So this is the angle that we're getting. We're trying to work out this angle. So in getting that angle, we get this part works out this position. Oh, and it works out this line. And where's my code? This part. I don't know what I just did there. This part gets this, and then it works out the angle between. So the idea of this, we'll go down here, so we are using. We're not using the direction, so don't know why I'm making this here. I can just make this direction up there, but just the same in aim direction, to direction. Color direction, colors red. This is just again for setting that line that we're doing up there. If the aim ball angle, this here, worked out in degrees, so remember that's this. If that is less than the aim threshold, And the aim threshold is set. Where's it set? Aim threshold in the player controller. Oh, it's set to 10, and then it can be set for each person differently. So in the player controller, let's see there. Okay, so we've set it to 20 here. So what is working out is basically if this angle is less than the threshold, so it's less than 20 degrees, and we have the ball, and the direction magnitude where we're actually moving is greater than 0.1, then set the direction that you're moving in to the ball position. So we're moving towards the ball. So you go get the ball position, get my position, get it normalized, and multiply it by the direction magnitude. And that'll get the direction that you're meant to be moving. So again, we've put that as colored yellow. And we draw the aim direction. Or no, we draw the direction color. Oh, right, so if it so if it falls into this here, it'll put this direction color as yellow, else it'll be red. So we'll have a look. And we'll start this again. We'll look at it from above. We'll zoom out a wee bit. So you can see there, this is working out the blue line. So again, this is also in the debug here. It's going to draw a line from the player position to the ball position and colored blue. And this one is draw a line from the player position in the direction of the aim. And color it either yellow or red, depending on whether it should be going towards the ball or not. So go back here, zoom in a wee bit, and so you can go there. Like, we're not pointing at the ball, and that's red. As soon as we go in the direction of the ball, it goes yellow and goes towards the ball. So we're red here, right? And I'm going to go straight across, and like you can see there, that's yellow, but you can see that he's moving along the blue line towards the ball and picks it up. So again, if we go aiming towards it, so it just well, once you get close, I'm gonna have to do something as well once you get close, because once you get close and you want to go away, you want him to complete the pass once he's within a certain sphere, or complete the pickup. But you can see that he's going towards the ball, even though I'm not aiming towards it. And the reason for this, that there needs to be taken again. The reason why I do this is so to make it, you don't have to be 100% accurate to pick up the ball. So you're going towards the ball. Sometimes, like if the ball's at an angle, I'm going, I don't know what angle I'm going at. I don't want to have to get perfect angle. There you go. I know that the ball, like even if I look down the bottom screen here, you go, okay, the ball's to my left. Let's move to the left. I don't want to have to worry about getting that exact angle. So if I actually, while we're doing that there, we'll go and change this aim threshold down to 1, and we'll see the difference. So previously when it was 20, I would have went towards the ball there, but when it's set to 1, you have to be very accurate. He didn't even go towards it. The ball, or the pickup trigger, doesn't have to be perfect. But you don't have to be perfectly in line. So if we set the aim threshold to 5, again, you see that we're not. The further away we are, the more likely it is you're gonna be able to get it accurate. But like here, I want to be running towards the ball whenever I know it's to the left, up, down. I don't want to have to get exactly the degree rotation to get at the ball. Put the back to 20. Okay, so that is what that was working out. Okay. Direction Y. So the direction has been set by the aim direction. So even though we've set it to 0 here, and it doesn't, well, it gets set here. Aye, so that, yeah, no, that's fine. I see why it's done. Maybe could have just done it all up in here, because it's not being set anywhere else. Actually, I'll just move that. Let's just move that right now into here. So get the direction from my position, the player's position, to the ball position, normalize it, and multiply it by the magnitude. And then set the Y component to 0. The reason why I do it there is because it's set up here in the aim direction. Actually, I'm going to change that now. I don't need that. Is there anything complaining at me here? Let's build it just to make sure. No issues found. Okay, so where's the... Oh, there was a build section. Yeah, so where was it? Right, so I replaced that there direction. There's no point in that direction to bin. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so is that anywhere else? No. So direction is pulled from there. There's no need to reassign it. Then if the ball, or if the direction we're moving is within a whatever the same threshold is, then we change the direction towards the ball, so we move towards the ball. So we don't have to be too accurate in actually being able to pick up the ball. The speed is called in player attributes get actual speed, and I bet you we can't go to the definition. No, we can't. So I'm gonna have to pull it up here. Player attributes. There we go. Get actual speed. So what we do here is something similar to the fist pass accuracy. Was it? No, the slide speed. So we're getting the slide speed based on the lower speed bounds and the top speed bounds. So if I go in here, I can go to the speed bounds and up them. That technically, whenever we make further down the line in the game, this won't be displayed here because the speed bounds will be set. And if we need to change it, we'll just go into the back end, or we can add the speed bounds to the game manager in here. So we can add the speed bounds in there. We could add all these different bounds to the speed bounds of the player, the fist pass speed bounds of the player, the speed bounds of the power bar. All that could go into the game manager so that it can't be changed on a player-to-player level. But for the time being, they'll stay there. Right. So we get the lower bounds of the speed, and we get to see how far up it goes based on the speed of the player. We're in the player attributes, and the speed is set in that range because it's a public variable, so it can be accessed by any other. So technically I could go player attributes.speed, but that's not the actual speed. That's the speed attribute. So then it works out from the lower bounds to the top bounds. multiplied by the possession, the value of the speed divided by 20, because that's the max value. So you're going in here and you're working out how fast the player can be. So, and okay, so this is working out the force, force and how we're going to move the player. It goes, okay, the direction that we're moving in times the speed. Simple. Then we add that force. So as I said, this is all completely physics based. We add the force back onto the rigid body of the player controller. Or the player, sorry. Hold on. So Saturdays are a terrible day. I thought it would be a good day. I thought we'd just get a wee bit of relaxation and chill out and come and do some coding. But between it being a lovely day, I wish it had just pished down. And then I wouldn't have had to go out and do the grass. I wouldn't have to go and do this and do that. And then, okay. Oh, now I need to close the door. Right. Are you? Right. As I'm saying, this here is completely physics based. I will have to move into animation based at some stage, but it's just physics based, adding forces, and it's working out all right at the minute. So we'll just keep going like that. So what do we got? If the direction is greater than 0 or does not equal 0, oh, of course, be greater than 0 with a vector 3. And transform to look at. So it's basically going, if the direction does not equal 0, then look in the direction that we're looking at. Simply. And then if the rigid body velocity, so if the player is moving or is not moving less than 0.1, set the angular velocity to 0 as well. And then set last force equal to force. Right. So in here, what we're trying to do then is get the player power bar and in calculator mode, if player power bar come on, what are we looking for, is active, This is active. It's private. Okay, so we're just going to expose that is active. Put it in here. Public. Get is active. Return is active. Or what we did as a property. Now we'll do it as a just for the guy. Just right. Return is active. So we'll see if that. Go in here. That get is active. Okay. So if it's not active, do all that. Else. You know what? Don't even need to do that there. Take force out of that. Go. There we go. No. Do you want to do that? Bring it back. Bring it back in. Because we need to do the last force. So else. Copy it. Oh, no. Copy it and paste it. So we want to go last force. So if the power bar is active, or if it's not active, do all this, calculate everything, and set the last force to force. Else, bridge body dot add force. Calculate moves done in the fixed add for. So this, hopefully, whenever the power bar is active, I'll continue going in the same direction that I was going in the first place. So play it. Oh, where's the issues? Right. Oh, press pressure. Game direction does not exist. Where else did I use game direction? There. Direction. Reload scripts. Okay. Go pick up the ball. Pick it up. There we go. Yes. Oh no, nice. Oh. He's continued to run on. What happened there? So if the player variable is not active, do this. Else add the last force. When is the player bar set to not active? $9 references. In start. And delay power bar off. No. And I'm going to, well, I'm going to set it there, but I'm going to also do it in the stop power bar. Canceling is straight no, so it's active as false from there. So we've got is active as false here. Stop power bar cancel. When's canceling used? If it's active or canceling. If it's not active, cancelling. Wait for delay. That's fine. Right, let's try it again. Save. Let's go. Reload them scripts. And play. Right. So there we go. So because the is active. Yeah. There we go. So he's going in the direction. Try to do it behind him. Doesn't work. Because it was because it hit him. I think it's because it hit him. Interesting. Again, this is all physics based at the minute. We'll change it to other animation type things, which will make these things a lot easier. So also I'll check if it's trying to go backwards over, and then I'll have to loop it. I'll have to loop it a bit higher. And also maybe it shouldn't connect with the controller whenever he's actually holding the ball or trying to do something with the ball. Move the connection or the collision from there. Alright, okay, so that's that. That's one thing done. See their global illumination pre-processing down there. Not worrying about lighting yet. Alright. So next thing's now. Next, we're going to add in another trigger, which is what are they? Sphere collider. Yes, add a sphere. Right. And we're going to move the mesh renderer. We don't need that. Move the mesh filter. Don't need that. We just need the collider. So we can look at that. And this is where we're probably gonna okay, min distance. Min distance from here. We go. Right, where is it? So we can see here. All the triggers are there. So this one is going to be mass sphere. Trigger. Mass sphere trigger. Mark it as trigger. And so the way we want this to work is put the size up a bit. Okay, so mass sphere trigger. If I just tap it, it's going to go to there. Anybody in that sphere, it's going to go to them. Right. So then once it's been pressed and held down, instead of the speed increasing, I want this to go further away and grow. So once you go back into our lovely little drawing, don't save. Go. This is our player. Right. And go green. You're orange. Back onto green. And We'll go over here and do another green one. And do a wee line. From here to here. So if we're aiming for another guy who's over here in this wee sphere, or if we're going to have go have a wee red guy here and a wee purple guy. Oh, you're. Why do I have to make? Nope, not a line. Wee red guy here. So, if the power bar is pressed, this is the initial sphere. It moves further away and grows. And if someone's inside the sphere when let go, then that's where the aim will be. Now, with fist pass, I'm going to make that fairly straightforward. Doesn't need to be anything special. It's just going to go to that area, at least in the first instance. But you'll see if it grows and it's let go here, it won't go to the purple person. It won't go to the red person because they're outside the sphere. Whereas previously, it would be, well, it won't aim to go for the, if this was the scenario, it would then calculate it out and hit a high pass to lob someone. I think. No, it won't. It'll, you need to decide as a player whether you want to do a lob pass or you want to do it straight. Because straight could be intercepted. If this was one of your own players, that might be okay. If this was an opposition player, then you want to lob it up over his head. That's down to you. To you to do that. Right. And the purple player won't get involved or won't get directed towards him because he's not within the sphere. What if there's two people inside the sphere? What happens then? What if they're challenging each other? Well, they won't be challenging each other if they're both your players. If they're both your players, they shouldn't be beside each other. But if they're both there, then we'll probably just do who's closest to the center of the circle. Okay. Right, so this is the sphere. First off, I'm going to do the movement. So it's the same as the speed. So pass sphere trigger. So whenever it was stop the power bar, we notify it with the player controller. So we need to go to the player controller to work this out. Start first pass. So this is the fist pass. This is the coroutine that does the fist pass. Right. No, that's when it actually releases the ball. Let me think. That's not what I want to do. It's when the power bar is active. And we want to start the power bar. So the slide speed again goes with the accuracy. Does the accuracy? The accuracy increases the sphere. Does it? Yeah, you want to increase the sphere to get it to your person. The speed, not the slide speed, but the speed or the power of the will determine how far it goes. So in the player power bar, we need to, so we've got the player controller. We need to get the player controller. Name the player controller, we need to add another trigger. So public game object. What did we call it? Pass sphere trigger. Pass sphere trigger. And then down here. Oh no, that's okay. You go back in here and assign the pass sphere trigger. Save that. Go back in, compile it. And back into Unity. And this pass sphere trigger needs to go to mesh render. And there we go. Into there. Right. So actually over here, we'll do this. Different here. Use gravity. Oh yes, we need to apply. Yes, apply that. Apply them all. Did I mean to apply them all? And apply that. There we go. Right. So we're building the prefab, which we can use later for further players. So the pass sphere trigger is part of the player controller, but it's controlled by the power bar. Is it? How do we go in here? Can I move? Power bar decides on this speed. So when it's stopped, setting the power. So in the update, if is active and we're increasing that, then we want to move sphere trigger. Okay. No, we want to introduce the local audio. I don't know what it is. There's something wrong with the installation of Unity and Visual Studio that I'm going to have a look at, because it's not doing the IntelliSense correctly. It's not linking between the different files. So we'll need to have a look at that at some stage. Move pass sphere trigger. So game object. Pass sphere trigger equals player controller dot. It's just pass sphere trigger. Again, pain in the hole when you don't have proper IntelliSense to do this for you. So game object pass sphere trigger, just to hold it locally for the time being. Right, so we need the speed. As the speed increases, what is it doing when it's updating? It's adding the value. So we've got the value. Bar value. What is it? And the value is what is it held in? Well, slide speed is a float and multiplied by that, so it's a float. Float. Make this camel case for the crack equals play controller that parameter side value. So on update, every update it's going to find that. Why did that do that? This is annoying. Oh, that's why. I was being silly. That's why. Okay, so we got the password trigger and we've got the value of the power bar. So the farthest distance how far can right? How have I got this? Right. So we will put this password trigger right. We'll put this at. We'll put it at 1. No. Put it at 2. So it starts at 2. 2 meters. You're never going to fast pass. Are you going to fast pass? Well, it's going to be in there. It's going to be a collision anyway. That's fine. So let's think. Right, we're going to actually position. Press the wrong button. I need to change that. I'm using that more often than I thought I was. Okay, so what we're looking at here is how far can someone fist pass a ball? Let us have a look at GAELIC football. Fist pass. Just so that we know what a fist pass is. Fist pass, so this is the actual. No, that's from 2012. Let's look at the actual GA page. Let's see what a fist pass is. See the wee skill card. Look at this. The fist pass is a variation on the hand pass. Used to pass the ball over short distances. Define short. The technique involves supporting the ball with one hand and striking with the closed fist of the free hand. So you can see here, he's going to hit that ball with that fist. That's going to go wee. This fist may not be used to score, maybe used to score a point. Hand pass may not. I mean, that's news to me. Fist pass may be used to score a point. Hand pass may not. Anyway, so what are they doing here? So they're going fist passes. So how far if they're doing these drills, how far should you expect to be able to fist the ball? 20 meters? I'm gonna say 20 meters. It's a good whack will be 20 meters. Right. So go clicking the wrong button. Yeah. Good whack will be 20 meters. So we get the game so we've got the game object, we've got pass sphere trigger. Pass sphere trigger dot transform dot position equals u factor 3. Oh, this is shocking. I need to get this properly installed again. All right. that no, we need to work out so where it needs to be on there. So it's 2 meters away at the minute. Needs to be up to 20 meters away. Well, we always do 20 meters. We'll put in 20 for the minute. So I'm thinking, right. So the distance. So, right, here we go. Sphere. Pass sphere trigger. Right, pass sphere trigger distance. Which will be a float. Equals 2 plus. Now, what is this value? This value plus slide speed. Next value. Do we need to go in here? Go bar. Max value is 20. So 0 to 20. Okay. Okay, so it goes up to 20. So based on the same sort of thing as this, I'll just bring this in. Right, slide speed, so which is pass sphere trigger distance equals the lower bounds, which is 2, plus the upper bounds, which is 20, minus the lower bounds, which is 2, times, minus accuracy, 1 minus, is it accuracy? Player controller dot, is it fist pass player attributes, player controller, player controller just with a do we need, do I have player attributes, we have speed, fist pass speed. Hello. Yep, fist pass speed. Don't have anything else. We don't have power. Fist pass speed. Well, we'll use fist pass speed for the time being. Back to the code. So, based on the fist pass speed, well, speed's right. The faster you can hit it, the farther it'll go. Right. So is that something that we can use here? Start bar public movement. Oh, darn, that's not a public, it's a private. But can we get fist pass? Can we get a hollow? FDI positions on enable move, notify bar. Fist pass. Finish. Need to get the player attributes. So do we need to expose them from the player? Because, right. Expose them from the player controller. So, public. Attributes. Really need some intelligence right now. Get player attributes. Return So in here we go player controller dot get player attributes dot dispatch speed divided by 20. Right? Actually divided by 20. Yeah. And we need another one. Divide that by 20. Okay. So that's the sphere distance. And the sphere distance then is set in just multiplied by the normalized magnitude of the aim direction. Can we get the aim direction from the controller? Should we be doing this in the power bar? We shouldn't really. Shouldn't be doing it. Player controller that move sphere trigger. No. In here, in the update, fixed update. Right, I'm trying to move through trigger. That here. Don't need that. We don't need that. Need that. I don't need that either. Let me just do. So the distance should be that. So then we have to put the if, so move shots if bar slider dot get is active, then that's not right. Sphere doesn't has to go by the value of this value here. So that value goes up to 20. Let's start this again. So the lowest it can be is 2. Let's go to 2. So where it is in the next 18, because it goes up to 20, is determined by this pass speed. So that's 1 minus. That could be 1. Could be 0. This pass, no. Okay. Start this again. So sphere trigger distance is minimum 2 up to 20, so it's the next 18, so it's 18 multiplied by Go in there. And 15. Divided by the value of the power bar. Divided by 20. Power bar. Value. Divided by 20. Right, so that's going to be a decimal. Let's work out that. So that's value up to 20. Then you also need to multiply it by the player attributes that fist pass speed divided by 20. All right, I think so. So then we go and else. I'm just going to set the so actually, I'm just thinking I don't need to work out the direction and stuff. Just literally have to go. That's the X value. It's the X value. Else pass through trigger that transform that position X equals. You can't set fucking X by itself for some fucking reason. New factor 3. Where's it said? Which one is it? Pass through trigger. Z. And dot Y row X. Dot Y and sphere trigger. Distance. 2. And then there. And this will be pass rate trigger distance. Makes sense to me. I think. Right, see if both then. Go back in here. Maximize. Play. Oh no, we don't need maximize. Oh. Is it power bar? There, power bar slider. No, it's not power bar slider. It's fucking power bar. Like a power bar. Equals. Right. And let's go. Is there anything? There's no value. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Power bar slider. Well, fuck it, I'll just get that. Where? Here. So that was right. I need to change that. Oh, pressing the right button would be good there. Let's go back here, compile, any errors? No. Maximize and play it. We want to maximize because we want to see the pass through trigger. And play. What the fuck? What is going on there? Okay. Strange. Let's have a look at the code. Keep things. Right, I'm gonna have to finish this up shortly. And I hear the kids out playing football. Hopefully not picked up on the mic. Right, where are we? Calculate move. Right. Move, pass rate, trigger. Again, if it had me intelligence sorted, I'd be able to work this out. Because obviously there's something here. Just so that is it right? Is that the way I can't remember. I really need to current entire solution. Find all. Not consolidate. Debug.log. Yes, don't have debug.log. Debug.log. What am I logging? Password trigger. See what happens. See what happens. See if that works. Yeah. Okay. So that's okay. That's setting that at a world level. Not at a local position. Local position. Local position. Local position. That's right. No errors. Good. Still not moving right. Where is it? Why? Where is it? Oh, it's way down there. Way down deep in the middle of the jungle. Well, I'm going to call it there for the day. At least I made progress. At least I learned where I was in the whole process. And we got one thing done, and we're some way towards the rest of it. So that's something. But okay, I'll re-evaluate the schedule for next week, even with The Last of Us as well. I'm not sure. With a small following of viewers, it's the greatest attraction. So I might do Apex Tuesdays, DBD Thursdays, and then whatever happens on Saturdays. We don't hit the microphones. So we'll look at that there, and we'll see where we are, and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, it's good to be getting back into the dev this year. And hopefully, I will get more done on the stream, and it'll be interesting for people, because it's certainly got my head working. But an hour and a half or whatever that we're working on out there with all of the interruptions and stuff. It's you're not going to get a huge amount done, especially when you're trying to relearn what you did do. So we'll try that again some other day, and we'll reevaluate the schedule and get that out either tomorrow or Monday, and for the following week. And we'll look forward to that, and we'll see you then. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you later.